first speaker is Dr. Sumit Shaw, Director BSCC.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon and for giving me the opportunity. I think I should thank to Dr. Sinha for that. Now I will be talking about ECC, the Center for City of Cyclotrons. I think you should know that these words were coined by Professor Sinha, this City of Cyclotrons. Now this is the picture of ECC Vidhannagar campus, so this campus, ECC side, and myself Sumit Shaw. So first I will go with a brief history because probably most of you know this history. Still, for the sake of completeness, I have been going through this. As you know, the nucleus was discovered by Lord Rutherford in the beginning of 20th century by bombarding the helium ions on gold foil. Professor Meghnad Saha, the iconic Indian astrophysicist and famous for his discovery of Saha ionization equation, he first realized that in India that the accelerator like cyclotron was needed to study the nucleus. So afterwards, in 1950, Madam Puri inaugurated Institute of Nuclear Physics. It was established by Professor Meghnad Saha. And then Dr. B.D. Nachoduri, the student of Professor Saha, was already working with Professor P.O. Lawrence, who actually invented the cyclotron at Berkeley, and he was conferred the Nobel Prize for this invention. And with the help of Professor Lawrence, Dr. Basanti Dulal Nachoduri managed to get the components and install the first small cyclotron in Calcutta. That was actually in the Calcutta University Science College, and it was also working that time for a while. And in 1960s, Dr. Raja Ramanna, member of the SIP Council that time, and he was head of the physics group, BRC, Aberdeen Research Center, and he felt the need for a large-scale cyclotron to be built in Dr. Raja Ramanna managed to persuade the then Atomic Energy Commission chairman, Dr. Dhava, to approve the K130 cyclotron project, which is basically the replica of K130 cyclotron of Berkeley, USA. Finally, the first large-scale indigenously built K130 cyclotron was commissioned on 16 June 1977 at the Variable Energy Cyclotron Center, ECC, Calcutta. Now it is Kolkata. And subsequently, we, ECC, celebrate the foundation day of ECC on this every year, the 16th June. So, after that, subsequently, K500 superconducting cyclotron, which is similar to that of Texas A&M University K500 cyclotron, and also similar to Michigan State University K500 cyclotron. This was indigenously developed and commissioned at ACC with internal beam in 2009. However, we faced problem in extracting the beam, and there was a problem of fast harmonic error in magnetic field, which was detected Subsequently, after a lot of measurements and analysis, which is the main cause for not being able to extract the beam, and subsequently the correction was done by proper alignment of the cryostat and thereby achieve the goal of beam extraction. Then 30 mm medical cyclotron facility, which is basically the IBA Cyclone 30 machine, has been installed and commissioned at Chowkoria campus. This is the Chowkoria campus, which is little bit away from this place. It is also in Calcutta. And this is, and then commercial production is going on for radiopharmaceuticals and supply to various hospitals on regular basis. Even during the lockdown period, it has been supplied to the hospitals. So this is the map, it is taken from Google map. Here Bidharnagar is the campus where we are here. This is the Rajarhat campus and another is the Chowkoria campus. Now, as you see, 3 cyclotrons have been operating at this campus, BCC. So BCC becomes the center for the city of cyclotrons. In India, this is the place where 3 cyclotrons are running. Right now, BCC has 3 campuses that I have already discussed. So, I'll go to the next. So now BCC is one of the R&D units under the Department of Atomic Energy, and it is primarily engaged in the area of research in basic sciences since its inception in 1969, and also the development of accelerators and related technologies. Now there are major activities. I have split it into 5 major activities. One is the basic sciences, experimental research in low and high energy nuclear physics using accelerators, and also theoretical nuclear physics. Accelerator based applied research in the field of material science and radiation damage studies. Societal applications, that is medical cyclotron for isotope production. We do indigenous accelerator development and R&D on advanced accelerators, and also we do the development of technology on RF, superconducting RF, detectors, data acquisition system, instrumentation, power electronics, mechanical, cryogenics, computer and IT services. So I will be mainly focusing on the accelerator because the topic says this is the, I will be just focusing on the cyclotrons and other accelerators. So these are the 3 cyclotrons. This one is the K130, this is the K500 superconducting cyclotron, and this is the medical cyclotron, MC30, this 30 mm medical cyclotron. So now I am coming to the first K130 cyclotron. This is the, there are 3 beam lines, and it is operating since 1977. 3 beam lines are operating, and now we have added another beam line which is 360 degree. 180 degree, and you see this is the 180 degree bending. So 3 beam lines for nuclear physics and irradiation studies, and another one recently done, and experiment is also going on. It is going to the one cave. So this is going to the radioactive ion beam facility for as a primary accelerator for that. So this K130 cyclotron, as you know that in the 1960s, the industrial infrastructure of this country was not adequate to meet the requirement for large-scale cyclotron. But despite the situation mentioned, the 200-ton magnet was successfully built by Messrs. Heavy Engineering Corporation, Ranchi. The RF cavity, etc., was built by Messrs. Garden Street Builders and engineers that time. So these are the cavities, very big volume of the cavity, and this is a variable energy cyclotron, so it is the frequencies is to be changed depending on the requirement of the users. So there is a movement is there. And we also, I already told that we are also developing the amplifiers, high power amplifiers. So previously we used to use this one petrol based amplifier, the 4648, which was too costly. So So now recently we have designed and changed, and it is being operated, newly developed. This is a much cheaper petrol, and this amplifier is operated since last 2 years. And because of these new amplifiers, the replacement of electrodes, it takes only a few hours, but in this case it will take almost a few days. So we are initially operating with the PIG ion source, and after that we have this first ECR ion source has developed at DCC around 1993, and after that ECR1, ECR2, ECR3 like that. So this is another ECR, 14.4045 GHz ECR that has been developed, it is operated now. Previously it was a 2.4 GHz ECR, 4.5 GHz ECR. And using the ECR, we have also developed solid ion beam, that is sulfur beam we have accelerated from the ECR and then in the cyclotron. This is the first time we have accelerated sulfur beam, sulfur 10 plus. So recently, now we are operating the machines with these projectiles, but depending on the user requirement, we may change. So oxygen 6 plus, neon 7 plus, nitrogen 5 plus, sulfur 10 plus, alpha, proton, etc. of this energy. So performance of the K130 cyclotron, it has been operating since it is operating for about 45 years. So as you see, our performance is this is 1920, 2021, 21, 22. So almost 80% availability, machine availability is there. Now I am coming to the superconducting cyclotron. So this is the superconducting cyclotron. These are the beam lines. Actually, there is a difference from our previous cyclotron. This is a magnet is superconducting, a 5 Tesla magnet, and there are three cavities, and each cavity is fed power by 3 RF amplifiers. Here are the similar type of amplifier. INAT, we have used the INAT electrode, which are cheaper than much cheaper electrode. And the magnet, this is the parameter for magnet. This is K bending is 500, K focusing is 160. Average magnetic field 5 Tesla, and the magnet iron part is 100 ton, and the cryostat part is about 12.5 tons. The acceleration energies is 80 MeV per nucleon for light ions and 10 MeV per nucleon for heavy ion. This is also the variable energy, so frequency can be changed using the sliding shot movement in the cavity. So this can be operated from 9 to 27 megahertz, and this accelerating voltage maxima up to 80 kilo. So now I am coming to the point where, due to some error in the magnetic field, we could not achieve the extraction. So what is the problem? As you see, this is the first magnet. There is a component of magnetic field. We call it a B1 component, the first harmonic component of magnetic field, where this is the high magnetic field of say 40 Gauss, 40 to 45 Gauss in about 40 kilovolts. This is the error, which is very small error, but this is enough to get the beam out of focus at the extraction region and beam gets lost. So what was the problem? We found out after a lot of analysis and measurement that there is a mismatch between magnet center and the cryostat center of the order of 1.2 millimeter. You just see that the cryostat is of the weight is about 12.5 ton. And now what we have to do to correct this, we have to move the cryostat in such a manner that we should align the thing cryostat within a 120 or less than 200 micron. This was the challenge. So that was the challenge with our mechanical engineers, but finally they designed the technique how to do that. So that has been done finally, and although we wanted about 200 micron, but it was finally set in a 120 micron, within 120 micron. So these are some pictures while dismantling, etc. A huge structure. So to dismantle everything, we had to take a lot of pain. So now the thing is that if you see before correction is 40-45 gauss, but after final correction of the transfer repositioning, it goes down to below 10 gauss, around 7 gauss. So after that, we started again reassembly of the things, all the components, and then we finally achieved the beam extraction. From the first, we extracted nitrogen 2 plus beam, which is 63 MeV and 4.5 MeV per nucleon. So then further optimization was going on because our aim, right now our aim is 35 MeV per nucleon. So this is the beam. You see earlier in the extraction area the beam was vanishing. When we extracted, this is the beam at the extraction area. And the beam has to come out. There are two deflectors. So beam while it is rotating, it has to come out through two deflectors. It goes out like this. So this is the control room. When from this control room this system is operated, and these are the scattering chamber in the cave where the beam was characterized by the nuclear physicist. So beam characterization has been done. So these are the pictures how they characterize the beam of nitrogen 2 plus. After that, because our aim is to get the first harmonic beam, not the second harmonic beam, because second harmonic beam it was actually we wanted to check whether everything was okay. So first harmonic beam is this first harmonic beam nitrogen 4 plus, that is actually 18 MeV per nucleon. So that we have extracted out of the machine now, and this is the highest beam energy right now in the country, 18 MeV per nucleon. So you see, this is the beam profile, the main probe and board probe. There are different probes are there to get the beam. So these are the beam profiles. I am not going into the details. So these are some GUI, graphical user interfaces, where the different this is the deflector voltage required for getting the beam out, first harmonic beam out. So to get out, take out the beam. See, this is the two deflectors, and it has to go around this. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, so 9 magnetic channels. It has to pass, and then it should come out at the Faraday cup after the magnetic channel. So these are the first beam we got. This is the from the GUI. You can see because we were very much excited to get the first harmonic beam from the superconducting cycle. So this is the beam, very focused beam. Now we are operating different particles. Now neon, we have also got the neon beam, neon 6 plus. Now after neon 6 plus, this 363 MeV, we are now trying for this neon 6 plus at 390 MeV, 14.5 megahertz. So our aim is, right now our aim is up to say the 35 MeV per nucleon, which we are expecting by this year end, we will be able to get that. So this is the picture after this fast extraction of the beam. Is Dr. Sripad Vasu, who has no more now. He was the chairman of the Atomic Energy Commission. Now I am coming to the 30 MeV medical site. This is the place which is about 20 kilometers from here towards south of this Kolkata. So this is situated at Chowgoria, place is called. And here from 15 MeV to 30 MeV, one can get the different energy of the proton. Now, here I want to make some comments that although the machine was purchased from IBA Belgium, but there were some issues with the vendor agent of IBA. So they finally did not turn up to install the machine. So that then chairman, Dr. Shekhar Basu, he asked us that you have to do the installation with whatever is available, documents, etc. Not all the documents were available with us because the vendor they didn't supply all the documents. And even some components were missing when we found out we started assembly. This is the 55-ton magnet which was stored in this campus. We took it to the medical cyclotron campus. And they are actually, generally in IBM's machine, what they do, they install the magnet first and then they make the building. Make the building, they cover the building. But in our case, as there was some delay in the building construction, we had to complete the building first. So what we did, the building was ready, but how the magnet will go inside without the crane, etc., that was a really challenging job for us, for our mechanical engineers. So what they did, they made there is a cutout in the vault area. So they made a design, a rail structure which is not a straight one. There is a skew. So, and of the length of around 17 meters with a skewed part, because there was some pillar in the building. So what we did, finally we could transfer this magnet and install the magnet by ourselves. And then these are the some pictures during that time, and we could install the magnet within 100 micron accuracy, because we have to do that, because all the beamline code, cutout, etc., it is fixed, it is already, building is ready. So that has to be done. So it was done. So now this is the medical cyclotron, which is having a 5 beam lines, and this is the beam line for PET beam line. This is the well, there are 2 spec beam line. This is one spec beam line. Another is behind that. This is another spec beam line. This is behind this. There is a medical science beam line, and this is the another. We call it a ADSS study beam line. So, as I have already mentioned, that we had to do everything for installation first time. We had to even develop the software to control the machine, because as IBA is not installing and commission